Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody this fine evening? So, we are back with some oxygen not included today. Right, what's on the docket? Quite a lot of stuff, really. It's just lots of little things, more than anything today. I'm hoping to kind of get this hydrogen area sorted out and fixed so that we can start having some... Where are they? Where are you hiding? Sorry, just looking for some of the creep. There we go. Dracos. We're going to start farming some Dracos, hopefully. And the main reason for that is plastic. We really need to upgrade these bedrooms to have the good, comfy beds. And for that, we need plastic. So we really need to get this area like absolutely swimming in hydrogen. To do that, though, I kind of feel as though I'm going to have to deal with this polluted water in some way, shape, or form. Which is tricky. It's very tricky. We haven't got a very big polluted water pool over here, so I'm going to have to try and think of another way of dealing with this, rather than just putting it into this pool. Now, if we have a look at it, the polluted water doesn't have any germs, which is good, but the slime that's kind of around the pool absolutely does. But the water itself doesn't. So we can just run this polluted water through a sieve, which I'm going to place over here, and then that new clean water can just go into the main pool. But we're going to have to be really, really careful about it. Plus, if we look at this here, for some reason that Draco is being an absolute idiot and sitting in the water, but we'll ignore that. But yeah, as we can see, this pool is getting rather large at this stage. So it does kind of make me feel as though I've got to dig out and start expanding this pool. I can't really expand it into the base this way because that's, you know, that's where all of our main stuff is. So it has to go out this way. But again, we've got slime and polluted oxygen and polluted water. And this polluted water doesn't have any germs, which is good. But yeah, the moment we start digging this slime out, this polluted oxygen is going to be a problem. And we just do not want this polluted oxygen with slime lung getting into our base. So I don't know, it's a tough call. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to deal with it. I've got ideas. So that's one thing. We need to get this on the go, and we need to get this dug out, and we need to get this dug out. Another really big important thing we need to do is to get the hatches working correctly. Now, I've done a little bit of research on this off camera to try and figure out the best way to deal with it. And I'm going to try something. Now, I think part of the problem is that this isn't quite big enough. I think I actually need to make this 2 across, because the way it should work, or the way I was hoping it would work, is that you know, the baby hatches would get wrangled from this room, because we can see it's set to 0 critters. It should be 0 hatches, 0 hatchlings, and then anything above 0 will get wrangled and moved into here. But if this place is full, and full is 8 critters total, that means that they get auto-wrangled and then they get moved to the pit of death. But for some reason, this just wasn't working last time. So I've got a couple of ideas of things to try out. So that's where we're going to start today. And I'm just going to set it down to normal speed while I'm talking through a couple more bits and pieces. So let's do it like that this time. Now, 3 high is absolutely fine, but what we're going to do as insurance is to build a ladder down the side as well. Come on. There we go. Ladders. So we'll build a ladder down there. Let's just set the priority of that stuff to 9 to get it done. Right. Another thing that we're going to do is massively reduce the size of the farm because, well, that might be the kind of last thing that I do today. It's not high on my list of priorities, I must admit. Oh, you fools! You've trapped yourselves in the pit of doom. Build that ladder quickly. Yeah, so I'm going to be changing this farm up. We're going to be massively reducing the amount. In fact, we're going to be getting rid of mealwood altogether, and we're just going to have these bristle blossoms, and they'll go all the way up to the top, which does actually mean that this storage is going to get moved over to where the cooker is, which means we are going to need a bit of a CO2 trap somewhere around here. So that is going to require me to have another way of accessing this area. So we'll dig all of that out and we'll throw a ladder in down here. And in fact, no, I've done slightly wrong. Well, I'll let them do what they're doing, and then we'll fix it later. Okay, this critter drop-off point looks as though it should work. This room has the correct number of critters, so that's okay. This room has far too many critters, and they're still not being wrangled. So yeah, there's something going wrong here. I just don't know what it is. Let's see. Yeah, they should all be getting wrangled out of here and put into somewhere. Let's do a test. Pop this up to 9. So if they do come and move one of these hatches out of here and into here, then we know that this one is working correctly, and we know that this one is working correctly. In which case, this is the problem. If that doesn't work, then I really don't know. I'm going to be super confused. But I am going to kind of overhaul the hatch farms anyway. So delivering sandstone to there, but that's not really what I want them doing. Let's see. Room overlays. Could it be that this not being... might be the problem. So yeah, if you look at the room overlays, this is a stable. But all it does is enable the grooming station to be used. So it's not like that should be stopping them from wrangling here. Yeah, as we can see, none of these have been wrangled into this room. So even with that change that I made, nothing's happening. Yeah, as I say, we're going to be overhauling this hatch situation anyway, because this is a really inefficient way to build. First of all, the hatches can move all the way across here, which means that they're slower to get to the grooming station when they need to, and slower to get to the feeder, if they're all the way over here. Plus, look at all this wasted space. Now, we need to use this space for the hatches, but at the moment, it's just not being utilized very well. So I'm going to... Oh, Lord. Who had an accident? Oof. God, it was over this side. Somebody had one hell of an accident. Right, let's quickly... it's a level 9 priority. Get all of this mopped up. Not overly sure how... So yeah, someone made a mess. That's why all 3 of these are stuck on this side. That must have been sand, which means that all dropped out, which is why this is happening. Not good. Let's just throw a tile in there and they should be able to then climb their way out of here. Yeah, there we go. Oof. Not ideal. Oh, we just saw Judge Judy go and giving a hug to that egg that's being incubated. I wonder, are we getting? No, we're still not getting any. Still not getting any eggs. Oops. Let's also. Oh yes, that was the other thing that I've forgot to do with the ranch. Again, let's not pause it. Let's just put it on very, very slow. We want to crack hatchling eggs and sage hatchling eggs forever, and we want the priority of this to stay at 5. But we want the priority of the incubators to be 6. So what we're effectively telling our dupes is that it's more important to fill the incubators than it is to go and crack eggs. So they'll go and do this first, and if all of these are full, then they'll send eggs over here to be cracked and cooked into omelets. So that is set up properly. Now, this is the other thing that I once again forgot to do. So priority of having hatches in here is going to be the lowest. I don't really want them in there at all. This is going to be 7. That's set to 9. Well, that's really weird. If that's set to 9, they should all just be getting wrangled into here immediately, which tells me that there's definitely something off about this little kill room. Maybe this is something that they've kind of patched out of the game, and I've got to come up with a more elegant solution to it. Which is very, very frustrating. Very frustrating indeed. Nah. Well, let's not worry about it for now. One other thing that I can do, if I go to deconstruct and buildings, something I forgot last time is I built this wall as a double so that I could rip out this wall and expand the bathroom size just a little bit so I can put some decoration items in there. We will put some tiles. Of course, that will have to be a plate. We'll want the fridges too deep. Yeah, that should work. In fact, let's just cancel those for now. Get them doing all the other bits. Now, you've got and trapped yourself until all of this gets built, I think. I know, you can still just about get out. You're going to want all of this stuff swept up and moved. Hydrogen is slowly starting to accumulate in there now. Having trouble getting up to that last tile there, so I'm just going to put a temporary piece of ladder in and block that up. We're going to want another layer of this lot dug out as well. I'm going to have to figure out a way of getting CO2 into this trap though, which seems less obvious to me. I suppose what I could do is put some airflow tiles underneath their beds so that when they're sleeping, the CO2 drops down here. I mean, naturally it will go down and to the right, but hopefully some of it will fall into this trap that we're building as well. Plus, whoever's in the kitchen could probably do with some airflow tiles beneath them too. We are also going to just deconstruct that one tile and throw in a ladder here. We are definitely going to need some more storage soon. And throw those in. I think at some point as well, well, in fact, once we've sorted the farm out, there'll be loads of space here and here and here and here to put more storage bins in. So I shan't complete that thought. Okay, good. Right, I'm going to want to brick that off. Of course, you're going to need to change this piece of wire into a heavy watt joint plate. So unfortunately, unfortunately, I can't speak this evening. I'm going to have to switch everything off. As it turns out, this is completely full anyway, so we want this to stop pumping. So let's just switch that in just a minute. Getting ahead of myself. That says it's not connected to anything, which worries me slightly. Let's have a look. What's going on with our power? Oh, of course. Yeah, it's just on a completely different system now. So that we still need a way of switching these things on and off though. So that one has its switch still, but we do need a way of switching this stuff off. So we're going to have to throw in a switch along this line. And that seems to be the only place where it will go without me having to kind of mess a load of things up. Let's set, it will let me. Let's set the switch to a high priority build. Right, they've got loads of stuff to be getting on with, so I'm just going to completely turn up the speed and get a bunch of this stuff done. So, oh, I never did this. This should be for liquefiable polluted ice. Okay, that switch got built. So let's turn that stuff off. Or has that turned it on? No power pipe blocked. What's going on? I think you'll find that you are connected to the power. No power consumers. I think you'll find that you have got power consumers. Maybe I've just got to deconstruct some of this wire. Just redo it. Yeah, I think building the switch over the top of the wire didn't work somehow. What have we got in the printing pod? Muck roots, meh. Let's see. Hi, we're going to lose. Nice to see you again. How's everything going, friend? Right. Do we want any of these people? I do want somebody with increased husbandry. Got +3. Mind you, I did bring in another one earlier, but the thing is, if we're going to start doing the Draco farms as well, we're going to need people kind of going to the top and to the bottom of the base. So a third person with husbandry skills wouldn't be a bad thing. You have got quite bad decreased construction, so might hang on for somebody else. Don't care about researching, so I'm just going to ignore Ari. Agriculture, machinery, husbandry. I'm great. How about you? Says we're going to lose. I'm doing good. Doing good. I've been for my second jab today, so I'm just hoping that I don't start feeling queasy. But at the moment, feeling perfect. Oh, they've added care packages into the game. How do you mean care packages? Do you mean the muck group? These have been in for some time. Or is this something completely new that I've got no idea about? I'm not particularly happy with any of these people, so I'm just going to reject all. Something completely new that they've added into the game. That is interesting. Tell me more. Did they do... Yep, they did do the deconstruction, it seems. Let's try rerouting that wire through now. There we go. Right. Is that now working? Nope, it's still saying that it's got no power consumers on its network. What is going on with that? Why, oh why, oh why is that happening? No power consumers. Yes, there is, though. Seems to be... Oh, is it? It's just because I switched it off, that's all. Ugh. Switch that on. Okay, so the reason that we can't see this cycling is because it's saying that the pipe is blocked. But in theory, all of the germs should be gone. I'm just going to turn the speed right down for this because I've got a feeling that there might just be a little bit of germs in this pipe here, which will get through. I'm going to switch it to water quickly. And it does nothing. Wire disconnected. Okay, so now it's turned on, but the pipe is blocked. Not one thing. Yeah, there is... dear, there's too much water in this system. Okay, I suppose the only way that I can really think of to deal with that is to deconstruct a little bit of pipe and allow some water to splash all over the floor. In which case, let's switch that steel or whatever and get them to do some construction on the liquid pipe, and we'll just do that one there, and then they can mop up anything that leaks out. Still curious about this one though. I'm not quite sure why it's saying no power consumers. Let's just flick the switch and let's see. Okay, so yeah, it's just because I flicked the switch off. That's it. No other reason. Okay, so you're coming in to... Nope, going back out. Somebody come and deconstruct this pipe, please. Tyler, there you are. Now for me, the care packages are the new thing. I've played this game for at least. I played this game at least 3 years ago. Now I'm catching up with the new things. Okay. So no, yeah, they've been around as long as I've been playing the game, which, to be fair, ain't all that long, but a couple of years at least. I can't even remember what year I started playing. Oxygen not included, but it was a reasonable while ago. Let's get all of that mopped up and get that pipe rebuilt. Make sure that this is turned off, and I suppose the quick way to check that is fizzing, which, oh no, that's fine, it's turned off. And yeah, rebuild that bit of pipe that we just took out. We just needed a little bit of space so that this water can actually just filter around. I can get rid of that extra piece of pipe there. Why did they just destroy all of that? What? All I told them to do was destroy that one piece of pipe up there, and for some reason, they just destroyed all of that pipe there. Huh. How very annoying. Okay. Okay, is this now working? Again, it's saying that it's got a pipe blocked, which means I might have to deconstruct a couple of pieces of pipe. Yep, it's still saying blocked. Oh, this is the problem with the manual system. When things like this happen, you do have to spend an awful lot of time kind of micromanaging it. It'll be so much better when we get the really easy to utilize system going with some automation, which, to be fair, we could do pretty soon. It's just not high up on my list of priorities. Unfortunately, now it's just stopping me from doing the things that I do actually want to get on with. So I'm going to have to break a pipe, mop up, break another pipe, mop up, break another pipe, just to be sure. But I want to mop up each time, because if that water does get too high, they won't be able to mop it, and that would be a problem. So just let it flow all over and mop all that up. High priority, everybody. And then once you've got some of it mopped up, I'll destroy another piece. And same again. Priority 9. And mop. I'm making a lot of them spend an awful lot of time in this highly chlorinated room. It's not ideal. Okay, destroy one more piece of pipe. And you know what? I might just do a fourth just to be on the safe side as well. Oh, hold on. Priority 9. I just want to get this problem resolved, because then I can actually go and focus on other things again. Right, last piece. And mop it all up again. Priority 9. Mop. And somebody come and rebuild those bits of pipe. That should resolve the problem. I mean, each pipe can hold, I think, 100 or maybe 1,000 kilograms of water. I can't quite remember. Liquid pipe, 10 kilos. Okay, oh, damn it. Germ overlay. Okay, I forgot to switch this back. Steel. Gonna have to do some searching of the liquid pipes. Please don't tell me that there are any germs. I mean, it does say 10 kilograms of water. To me, indicates that there's no germs in it. Normally tells you if that's the case. Let's have a look at the germ overlay. Doesn't seem to be anything. We'll find out pretty quickly. 0 surface germs. Phew. Okay. Problem resolved. Right, where were we? What were we up to? CO2 trap. And also, we just need to deconstruct that bit of wire there. And replace it with some heavy watt power plates. There you are. In you go. As soon as that's done, wall this area up and wait for it to fill with CO2. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. Let's try and aid that just a little bit by adding more airflow tiles. Yeah, you can see when they sleep, that CO2 just drops down from their bed. And, I mean, ideally would drop into here, but that's going to be a much bigger room and therefore more difficult to fill. So I'm keeping the room size small. Oh, and yeah, same again with the heavy watt wire there. Power, heavy watt wire, plate, and in it goes. Okay, good. So we're going to move that kitchen over to here. Now we're going to get rid of ration boxes. We don't want those anymore. They hold half as much as refrigerators, and rather than the refrigerator taking up 2 spaces horizontally, takes up 2 spaces vertically, so we can fit in a lot of refrigerators down here. But of course, until that is kind of there are bits of CO2 in there, so it's starting to work. It's just going to take a little bit longer. I think until the bottom 2 rows are kind of mostly full of CO2, I'm just gonna hold off before I start moving things over. But that's ready to go. Okay, really having a problem with the hatch wrangling. It's not working. Okay, they have got 9 critters in there now, which is too many. So let's reduce that back down to 8 and see if they come and wrangle one of these hatches. It's a baby hatch that's in here. Oh, yep, Judge Judy is wrangling somebody. Where's it going to get taken to? That's the question. Hex, where are you going? Hooray! So that was the problem. So they actually have to come and stand next to it. It used to be that they could kind of shoot the hatch down into the pit, but that's why it wasn't working before. So I'm glad to see that it is now. Still doesn't quite make sense to me why the hatchery is not working. At the lowest priority, it's set to 0 and it's set to auto wrangle. And there are hatches in here. And this is set to take hatches. Baby hatches should get moved into here, surely. Curiouser and curiouser. Have we been making any omelettes yet? Nope, still no omelettes either. Okay. But the kill room does work now. Things do get wrangled into it. Good. Doesn't explain why these aren't getting wrangled out of here, though. Even though it's not given a room designation, all of this area is counted as one room. So having the drop-off point up there should be neither here nor there, really. Maybe it does. Maybe it's got to be on the same ground level as the others. Could be a possibility. Let's check it, because I've got no other ideas as to why this incubator room is not functioning as anticipated. And I probably should have destroyed that before I destroyed the ladder, but never mind. Just disable it. Oh, in fact, no, maybe I can't. Damn it! Just put that ladder back in temporarily. What we can do as well is get some barbecue going. Somebody should come and collect that and throw it into the... Yep, there he goes. Throws it into the cooker, and now our cook can make some barbecue. I think that will be our first piece of barbecue. Excellent. So yeah, before we kind of contract the farm, we need to make sure that the hatches are producing effectively. One thing I've not really looked at, because it's just not been a priority so far, is to have a look at temperatures. So nice, cool, yeah, well, I say cool, 27, 28, it's just about okay. Around the farms, oh god, yeah, 28, it is creeping up again. That is a problem. Need to start finding other ways of dealing with this. Let's have a look at the temperature of these other bits of water. 31, 30, 28, that's tiny, so it doesn't matter. 37, so that's really hot. No water, then over here, 33, 33, 33, 32. Yeah, okay, so none of this is cool water. Now, another thing that we can have a look at, see if there is the dripping animation on any of this ice, which there is not. So sometimes ice has kind of like a little graphic over the top of it where it looks like there's kind of water dripping off it. If you destroy those tiles, it means the ice will immediately turn into water, and very, very, very cold water at that. And then I could have used that to pump it into the base, cool everything down, but it's not giving me any love today. Right, what do we do instead then? Okay, those bits of ladders got made, so let's deconstruct the critter drop off there. The hydrogen cooler says we're going to lose too. That is something that's new to me. So let's have a look. Power, solid, medicine, liquids, gases, exosuits, decor, computers. Hydrogen cooler. Not quite sure where I'd find that. I suppose gases would be the most logical place. Canister filler, canister emptier, oxygen mask, oxygen dock. Thermoregulator cools the gas pipe through it, but outputs heat in its immediate vicinity. So not that one. Soda fountain. Ore scrubber, desalinator, mechanical surfboard. Medical equipment, sick bay. I think you need to build it on your own. Is there not a piece of research for it? Got rover miner, development, solid material. Have a look through here with the pipes, pumps, etc. Yeah, I thought it was. Maybe I've already actually researched it and just didn't know. Space heater radiates a moderate amount of heat. Nope. Ice maker, put water into ice. Nope. Uses ice to dissipate a small amount of the heat. Ice E-fan. We're in the right kind of area. Just can't quite seem to find it. Cools the gas pipe through it, but outputs heat in the immediate vicinity. So no, it's not really that. Maybe it's in water then, because as you were saying, is it more of a case of me pumping the water through it, and that is what cools it? So let's have a look through here. Mechanical surfboard, ore scrubber, rust deoxidizer, oxidator, lavatory stuff, liquid filters. Nope, none of that. Well, I'm not going to waste my time just kind of scrolling through the research tabs there. I will look into that. I do have a good solution suggested by, well, not suggested to me personally, but in Sky Storm's walkthroughs of Oxygen Not Included. He's a fantastic player. He's very, very well informed. He uses hot water to cool down the water. And yeah, I know that sounds absolutely insane, but the logic holds up. From if you go and watch the video, it does make sense, and I think that's the way I'm going to have to try and do it. To be honest, essentially, you output you pump all of the water that's kind of running around your base freely into a big pool of hot water that has an aqua tuner in it, and then that cools it down to a certain point, and then it puts it back into the base. Water is far more conductive of heat than our gases, so that's why it kind of works. So the water draws heat out of the air, and then you dissipate the heat in the water into the even hotter water using the aqua tuner. It's a more complex system for sure, but it's one that I may have to turn to. Right, where are we up to? Hatches still not working because nobody's come and deconstructed that. Not quite sure why, or why not, rather. Let's pump that up to a level 9, get it deconstructed. Okay, deconstruct those 2 bits of tile again. Ladder, rather. And then we'll do critter drop-off point on the same level as these hatches and see if that makes a difference. Essentially, I want it to say, I don't want hatches in here. They all must move. So 0, auto wrangle surplus, critters, hatches, and hatchlings. But maybe it's because I had them ticked and that's why it's doing it. We'll find out soon enough. Judge Judy and I forget who our other rancher is should hopefully come and take care of this if that has just worked. Maybe if I just set it to 0 of any types of critter. Yeah, filter's not designated, so it's actually not functioning when that is like that. Yeah, that's a good point as well. We've got sage hatches in here as well, so let's set those. Oh, that would help. Sage hatches here as well, and sage hatches are already set on this one, so that's okay. Sage hatchlings we do want moved into here. Sage hatchlings, yeah, let's do that as well. That might fix the problem, because if we have a look at the hatchery, I mean, we have got a normal hatch, but we've also got a fair few sage hatches there too. So hopefully, traumatic Judge Judy, wrangling a normal hatch. Where are you going to go and put it, Tyler? Yay, into the kill bin. Good. I think it's now working. I just need to let them do their business. Choose a blueprint. Don't want dirt. Science don't care. Machinery, cooking. We do have a cook already, but you are an amazing cook. Decreased agriculture, that's not so great. Kitchen menace, ooh, that's a bad one to have. paired with cooking, so no, we'll just reject all there. Yay! So I think the combination of adding sage hatches to all of these different things and maybe moving the critter drop-off point to the same level is actually moving all of these animals to the slaughter room, which is exactly what I wanted. However, I do want to save some of these sage hatches. I don't want them all getting killed, so I tell you what, let's kill this guy and let's hold on. Yeah, we've got 8 crits in there, but they all seem to be ordinary hatches. So I'm going to kill 2 ordinary ones. And tell somebody to come and sweep up that meat immediately so it doesn't get chomped down by the other hatches. Quick, 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 quick. Thank you. Traumatic comes and gets it, wrangles it into there. That's annoying. There should be space in here now. Check. Yeah, crit is 6. That it should have prioritized this one first and then this one. Why did it not do that? Oh, that's set to 9 for some bizarre reason. It should be 5 first. But this time, that one should be bagged and taken into here. Good. So we've got 1 sage hatch in here, and I think what we'll do is we'll tell them to wrangle that sage hatch, and it should go and drop it in here. Good. Everything is working as it should.